Hello, everyone. We're just letting some people join from the waiting room, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, it's looking like most people have gotten in here or are joining momentarily. So I'm going to go ahead and say welcome, everyone. I'm so glad that so many people have been able to attend virtually. You have probably all received emails from me at some point over the last few months, but in case you didn't read any of those, my name is Ezra. I am the training specialist at VPLC. And since May, I have been working on this conference. So this is my first ever statewide legal aid conference. I am super excited to be here, and I'm excited for you all to enjoy all of the sessions and to also explore what all is in Whova. Please do take some time over the next few days to click around in there, check out the agenda. There are also a lot of things you can do outside of attending sessions. You can post bulletin board style things on about favorite books. You can post about your favorite legal aid people and why they deserve a virtual Lassie Award. There's already a thread started on that. There are many different things you can do. So please do click around. If you have any questions at all, you can either directly message me on Whova. I'm constantly looking at it. Or you can reach out to our general email, edoutreach@vplc.org. All of this information has been sent to you all via email at some point or another. So be sure to reach out if you need anything, any technical help. The other things that I would like to say is that before I let Jay speak, is that I want to make sure everyone knows a little bit about the CLE forms and where to expect those and what's happening there. So the good news is that the CLEs have all been approved already in terms of the live sessions. So that is going to be available starting today. We're going to upload it on Whova so you can access that right away. It's going to be under Documents, which is under the Resources tab. So again, take some time to explore and figure out where everything is. Rest assured that at the end of the conference, I'm going to email you all it anyway, in case you forget to download it or can't find it. So you will get it and have it. And the way it's going to work is it's going to be one number in a big batch. And you are going to have a checklist alongside of that. And you are going to simply check which sessions you attend live, and you're going to submit that to the bar. That's up to 14 live credits this year. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. So be on the lookout for that. And again, it'll be sent to you if you do not find it on Whova. And in terms of the pre-recorded credits, those are going to be approved usually a couple days after the live session actually happens. So most likely that form will be ready to be sent out to you all early next week. And so what you will receive from me early next week is going to be that email with that specific form. You will have a link to a OneDrive folder so that you can view every single recording. You can review all of the materials, all of that you will have access to, and then you can fill that out and submit it to the bar. And there will also be a survey on there so you can give me feedback on how the conference goes for you. What are some things that were great? What are some things that didn't work? Let me know. That's really important and valuable to me. And finally, the last thing I will say is that Just for those who are really interested in attending ethics, I know there are many of you already signed up. I want to make sure that you all know when the ethics session is. That is going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, the 20th, from 3:15 until 5:15. And that's the only session happening at that time. So that's when it is. Mark your calendars. If you need that ethics credit, get in there. All right, and I think that's all I want to say for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let funny guy Jay Spear give some opening words.
Thanks, Ezra. And thank you. So welcome everybody to the 41st Annual Statewide Legal Aid Conference. I want to say thank you, first of all, to Ezra and Dana Wiggins and the folks at Eisenman Associates for putting together a great conference. I'm just amazed at how many people we have registered. I think Ezra said over close to 500. This is just amazing, but it's also a lot of work. I also want to thank the sponsors. It's really important for us to have the financial sponsors, and they're right behind me on the wall here. And they're also, when you go on Whova, you can see them scrolling at the top of the screen. So this is, as I said, this is the 41st annual conference. For me, it's the 33rd. I've been coming to all the conferences since 1987 when I started working at Central Virginia Legal Aid, except one. I missed one conference, and that was the one to miss because that was the year, if some of you old timers remember, was the food poisoning conference. A lot of folks got food poisoning at I believe in Virginia Beach. So that was a good conference to miss. But this will be a good conference to come to, not miss. We have a lot of great sessions planned. You can get up to 14 CLEs if you go to a CLE for each time slot. And there's a lot of good non-CLE sessions to go to as well. Ezra already pointed out when ethics was, but let me just repeat, it's Wednesday at 3:15. So that the lawyers always want to know when ethics is. So Wednesday at 3:15 is the ethics session. Don't miss it if you need your credits. Another thing not to miss, I hope a lot of people will come to the Virginia State Bar Pro Bono Award. That's going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. You can also click on that just like everything else through Whova. I was reminded about the Pro Bono Awards because I just finished reading a book called A Mighty Long Way, My Journey to Justice at Little Rock Central High School. It's a book written by this woman who was one of the Arkansas Nine, one of the 9 students that integrated Little Rock High School in 1957. And in the book, she was talking about when she needed one more course to complete high school. And so she ended up going to St. Louis and she stayed with Frankie Muse Freeman, and I recognize that name because the Virginia State Bar started a new Pro Bono Award in 2016 and named it the Frankie Muse Freeman Award and gave it to Frankie Muse Freeman. And she came and and there's actually a video of this on the Virginia State Bar website. She was 99 years old and she came and accepted that award. And that was just a great experience. There's also, and as Ezra said, I like to echo what Ezra said about please participate in some of the fun stuff on Whova besides just coming to the sessions. You know, part of the conference is always, one of the best parts of the conference has always been the community. Getting to come and see your friends, meet new people, talk about what you're doing, talk about non-work stuff. And if you look on Whova, there's lots of opportunities to do that stuff virtually. There's meetups. There's a couple of meetups that people have set up this afternoon already. You can join those. There are, and as Ezra said, there are these bulletin boards you can join in on. And this year we decided for the Lassie Awards, we would do a virtual version. And so what you have to do is go on that bulletin board and post about anything that, you know, call out your colleagues for their great work. Tell great, you know, I would love to see some good funny stories, some good stories, heartwarming stories of things that people have done for clients, or just plain shout outs to your colleagues, because everybody, there's so much great work going on. We really need to call it out as much as we can. There's also another bulletin board, which I like to point out. It's called Thankin' Hankin. And it's basically, just as it says, it's thanking Joe Hankin for all the years she's been at Legal Aid and all the great work she's done. And again, we can do stories. You can do stories on there, or thank yous, or anything at all you can think of. And then finally, I mean, there's some other things on there. As I think Ezra also mentioned this, there's what good books have you read? That's been actually, a lot of people have posted in that, which I personally appreciate, because I'm always looking for another good book to read. So, and there's been a lot of great suggestions already. So let's add to that. And then we even have a lost and found on there. And that I think that's usually for an in-person conference in case somebody loses something, but we even have a post in there. And I quote, "I have lost my mind." So if you have any other things to post in Lost and Found, go ahead. But please participate. And again, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for the presenters. Thank you, sponsors, and enjoy the conference.
And one last thing, because it was bound to happen, I of course misspoke about the ethics time. It's actually Thursday at 3:15. So scratch out Wednesday if you wrote that down and write Thursday at 3:15. It was bound to happen of how many times I've looked at this schedule. Who knows when anything is, I must check. So thank you for pointing that out, Beth, in the chat. And again, if anything, if you ever have any questions or need anything, again, you can directly message people on Whova, reach out. I am happy to help. I'm sure there will be technical things that happen here and there. That is just the nature of a virtual conference. We will figure it out. So I hope you all enjoy. We got 3 great sessions this afternoon starting at 1:30. So be sure to check that out. And I will see you shortly, I'm sure.
Thank you, everybody.